everybody, MntDewMania here, and welcome back to Vox Populi, and welcome back to my Redneck Rant series. And as you can see, I'm still out exploring the world. There's that sand temple. Wasn't anything in it, somebody already got it, but I thought I'd just collect a little clay as we talked about today's um, rant. Not really like a super, you know, heated rant, but more like, okay, guys, it's time for me to give some of y'all a life lesson kind of deal. Um, if you are keeping up, and I hope you are, we are on the letter Y. Y is for yesterday. Yes, good old yesterday. Poems have been written about it, songs have been written about it. Um, it's been in thousands of books, thousands of titles of movies, I'm sure. But when you get my age, and I'm fast approaching the way time flies these days, I am fast approaching 50 years old. Now, I know to some of you guys that is absolutely ancient. You you can't even imagine being 50, being close to 50. And trust me, a few years ago, I couldn't either. That was just some faraway number that I couldn't conceive of. Okay? So, yeah, yesterday doesn't have as much, doesn't hold as many regrets and fears as it used to do. And when I talk about yesterday, I'm talking about in the sense of you can't change it. Okay? A lot of people tend to live in yesterday. And just so we're clear about yet what we're talking about yesterday, the definition in the handy dandy dictionary is the day preceding this day. Okay? Yesterday. Not tomorrow, not last week, yesterday. And I worried a lot about yesterday. I worried about things I had done. I worried about things I had said. I worried about things I hadn't done, or I hadn't said, or I hadn't got to yet. And I, I'm like probably everybody in the world. You wake up in the morning and you say to yourself, today I am going to whatever, blah, 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 whatever you're going to do. You wake up and you have the best intentions of in the world of doing whatever it is. Writing a story, doing recordings for YouTube. You're going to get so many done today. You're going to sit down and put together that mod pack review you were going to do forever. You're going to paint a room. You're going to fix the kitchen sink. You're going to, whatever it is that you have the most honorable intentions of doing. Yep, today I am going to do that book report that I know is coming up and I've got to get it done. I'm going to do it. Then you get busy and things kind of pile up and happen, and before you know it, it's tomorrow. It's today. And you wake up and you look back on yesterday and you go, man, I meant to do that, I meant to get that done. Time got away from me, I'll do it tomorrow. And you curl up on the couch, or you grab your laptop or your iPod or your game controller, and you play and watch and you do, and it's time to go to bed. So you go to bed and you wake up and it's a brand new day and you have the best intentions again in the world. Yesterday me and so kind of got in an argument and I feel really bad, and I'm going to go over it. I'm going to apologize to him. It's going to be, I didn't really mean it, and I know they didn't really mean it, and it's just, I'm going to apologize. It's going to be fine. And then you start thinking about it, and no, I'm not. I'm still mad. I'm not going to do that. I was right. They were wrong. They can come and apologize to me. And you kind of huff and puff, and you stay all kind of just pissy all day about it, and nothing comes of your getting past the day, and just letting things go. And you stew about it, and the more you stew about it, the madder you get. And the madder you get, the more determined you get that you're not going to do anything to make it right or change it. It's all their fault, and they owe you an apology. And before you know it, it's the next day. And I'm telling you folks that seriously, yesterday, when you don't pay attention, yesterday can suddenly become last week, last month, last year. Okay? Um, and sometimes you just got to, shake it off and move on. You Hank Stram said, this is one of my favorite ones. Yesterday is a canceled check. Today is cash on the line. Tomorrow is a promissory note. I totally, absolutely agree with that. I have found, probably a little too late in life, like most people do, guys, all that time that you're wasting, that's it. You're wasting it. I'm telling you that when I was a kid, oh my God, it was just like the days seemed to move so slow. And you know, it just seemed I was in school. I was in high school for 25 years. You know, summer vacation was 10 minutes long. You know, and I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that I look back now and I regret more yesterdays than the law allows, honestly. Um, you cannot go back and change anything. You do not get to push rewind, or there's not a cool do over button. You know what I'm saying? You can't click undo. Um, John Wooden said, "Today is the only day. Yesterday is gone. That's just it. It's gone, guys. You do not get it back. So why waste a wonderful day in your life on something that probably you know doesn't even matter?" And now I'm talking like fights and harsh words and things said. Um, you know, we tend to spend time like it is just there's some renewable source of it that once we run out of it, we get to purchase more somewhere. I don't know if like Doctor Who has some kind of time store he set up somewhere in a phone booth, but I have not heard of it. And as far as I know, there is not some cool new drug that can give you any more. We have certain numbers of days, and that's it. And you're going to say, well, some people, I mean, if you're healthy and you eat right, and you'll have, just take care of yourself, you're going to have all the time in the world. Well, I'm one of those people that totally do not agree with that. You can be the absolute most healthy person in the world and go outside and get hit by a truck that quick. Okay? So do not make the mistake of thinking that because you are healthy and strong that you get like bonus days or something. Okay, we do not. None of us know how many days we have on this earth. There is no way in the world that we could ever know that. Okay? So, I strongly suggest to you guys, make every single one of them count. Okay? Um, every one. Like I said, we do not get to do anything over. Sometimes you can use up another one of your days to make something right, but you know, don't spend time like it's some renewable source that you just get to waste. Okay? Um, and the most important thing is, I think, I don't know who said it better, Albert Einstein or John Wayne. Albert Einstein said, learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Okay? Um, John Wayne said, tomorrow hopes we have learned something from yesterday. I like both of those. Um, and sometimes we do. Sometimes we screw up and we learn the lesson. We get it. And we take it to heart, and you know, it's um, it's good. We 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 make it right. We make it work. We learn from our mistakes. We learn something new. We apply it, and all is good with the world. Okay. On the other hand, sometimes we just we don't get it. We do not get it. We could be, you know, as early in the day as it can. Here comes the sun. It's a whole new day. And right back here was yesterday, and I just made this most stupidest mistake. It was not it's not one of those things you have to be a brainiac to know. And I go 5 feet into the new day and I make the same stupid mistake that I just made back there. I didn't learn one thing from one day to the next. And I am doomed to repeat the stupidity that I just did. Now, sometimes we we get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we pay enough attention that we actually get it. Most of the time, we don't. And that's just that's being human. But it's just and it's I'm not saying well, you failed, your life's over. Yeah, if you make a mistake back there, that's fine. That's how you learn. But you have to learn. You can't just plow ahead into a new day and not look back. My daddy always said, you have to know where you've been in order to know where you're going. Okay? Um, if you make a mistake, that's fine. If you stumble and fall, that's fine. We all do. The thing is, you have to get back up. Oh, I fell in a hole. I'm going to lay here and die. My life's over. No, you goofed up, you get up, and you move forward. That's it. Okay? We have to always, we can't stay back here. There's nothing here. Whatever is done is done. You've made a choice, or you didn't make a choice, or a choice was made for you and circumstances happened, and you either like the outcome and you learn a little bit and you move on to the next logical step, or you absolutely hated every second of it, and now it's a new day and you get a chance to fix it, or you get a chance to change it, or you get a chance to make it better. That's the difference between living and being alive. Okay? If you mess up and then you just curl up in a ball and never try anything else, then you're living, you're existing, that's it. But yeah, okay, I messed up. I'm going to try to do better. I figured out that 1 plus 1 is not 2, or 1 plus 1 is not 3, so I'm going to move on up here and I'm going to work hard and I'm going to figure out what I did wrong. And then 1 and 1 is 2 today. Wow, I did it. I got it right, you know? And you're proud of that. And, then the trick is to keep that lesson in mind and go to the next day, tomorrow, if we get there, hey, I can still apply this. I learned something, and then you teach somebody else, and then you grow up and you have kids, and you hopefully teach your kids, and hopefully they listen, you know. So, there you go. I mean, yesterday seems like a little thing, but guys, it's not. I mean, it's a big deal. Um, but as big as a deal as it is, you can't stay back there. You have to move forward. You have to. I know some people feel safer, in yesterday. You don't have to deal with anything. You don't have to worry about, um, life and things and other people. But if you want to grow and move and, become something more, then you got to step out of yesterday and quit letting it drag you down. And like I said, you're going to make mistakes. Some of them are going to be bad ones. I mean, bad ones. All you can do, is learn from it. Try not to make the same mistake again. You fix it if you can. If you can't, you do not end your whole life worrying about it. You can't do that. You know, you can have somebody mad at you. Either they're going to forgive you or they're not. Either you're going to make amends with them and hopefully move on and have a stronger friendship, or you're not. But you cannot stay back in yesterday letting it take possession of you, of your time, of your thoughts and energy. You cannot do that. Okay? Move forward. If people do not want to move forward with you, fine, leave them back there. You ain't got time for it, folks. There is not some cool bank that we get to go to. It's like on here now, on Vox Populi, now they have wallet. Okay, it's just like it's a plug-in. And I can put all my gold in there. And it's there, and I can take it out anytime I want to. And what the hell was that? I can take it out anytime I want to. And it's mine. It's right there. I can earn more. I can stick it in there and save it. And it's mine. But, but time, you can't do that. I can't purchase it anywhere. There's no cool place online that I can go get it. What I have is what I have. And do not look back, when you're starting to hit 40s, 50s, if you're lucky enough to get there, do not look back and say, man, I wish I had of. God, why did I spend so much time worried about such and such and so and so? Why did I let that just take over my life? Don't do that, guys. Don't make that mistake. And it took me a long time, unfortunately, to learn that. And when you look up, time is, believe me, with that saying about time is fleeting, it sure is. And it can be 10 years later, and you look up and go, wow, what happened? So there you go, guys. Y is for yesterday. Okay? And once visited, don't waste your time on it anymore. Okay? That's it. Alright, guys. Tell me about something that is in your yesterday that you wish you hadn't have hung on. I mean, if you want to share it with me, that's fine. But I have a lot of regrets in my life. One of my biggest one that I still can't seem to let go of is my writing. I have several novels that just sit. 100,000 plus word novels. And I was always just too big of a coward to send them to a publisher, because I didn't want to be a failure. And I regret that. I probably could still send them, but I regret not doing that very early in my life when I wrote them. That's my yesterday that I still can't let go of. What's yours? All right, guys. This is MntDewMania, and this is the Redneck Rants, and Y was for yesterday. And this is the amazing, awesome Vox Populi, and thank you to Zombie and Latin as always for letting us record on here and in this awesome world. And I will see you guys next time. We're getting down to the end, and we'll be there might be a little break, and then yes, there will be a season 3, guys. So thank you for all your support on this series. Any ideas you want to put forward for next season? We got 26 more new, fresh letters that we can start all over with. All right. I am so out of here. Later, guys.